Aloha, I'm Dr. Val, Kauai Psychologist, and today's tip is Get Smart, Raise Hope. It's actually the final part in a three-part series where I began with Simply Hope, setting the foundation for hope, went on to hope theory, and now we're going to talk about smart goal setting. How come we're spending so much time in this? Well, hope is so important. These days, even more now than ever. Let's don't lose hope. Let's hang on to the hope, and let's improve hope wherever we can, because hope is correlated with all kinds of health, immunity, and relational benefits. So let's get started today with the S in SMART. The S stands for specific. Be specific in your goal setting. Decide what it is that you want to work towards, and make sure that you know what it is that you're trying to accomplish. How come? Well, we can easily get diverted and go outside of our track if we don't know exactly the direction we're headed. So make sure you have a vision and set it specifically so you know you're getting there. The second part, measurable. Let's make sure that we keep track of how we're doing. That way you can keep track of how you're doing is to set your goal as a measurable goal. The third is achievable. Let's don't be unrealistic. Let's be realistic and set ourselves up for success. Relevant needs to be important to you. Otherwise, you probably aren't going to, when the times get a little tough, probably aren't going to pursue it. So let it be relevant. And T, let it be timely. Let's don't let this drag on forever. Let's make sure we have an end point to our goal setting process. I'll give you an example. Let's say that I'm starting from the desire of physical activity. I would like to improve my physical activity in my life. Why? Because I've been hearing all kinds of good stuff about what physical activity will do for my mind and my body and even my spirit. So I want to specifically say, how do I want to set the goal? What is it that I want to do? Specifically, I'm going to start with walking. So walking, and I'll even be more specific, in my neighborhood. So that is specific enough for me. I'm going to walk in my neighborhood. So starting then with the M, measurable. I think enough walking would be 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, and I'm going to say 3 times a week. That is measurable. I can tell when I've accomplished 15 minutes, and I can tell if I've done it 3 times during the week. So that's good for the M. Then it needs to be achievable. Starting from nothing and going to 15 minutes 3 times a week may be about as much as what I would be able to do. So it's achievable, and it's a little challenging as well. That's a good thing. Then I want it to be relevant. It is relevant. Because I've been hearing all these benefits, I want it for myself. So I'm not likely to just give up. And timely. Next week, I can tell whether or not I have accomplished my goal by just monitoring my 15 minutes and finding out whether or not I've done it 3 times during the week. It really is as simple as that. And now it's your turn. What is it that you want to achieve? Let's use the SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely goal setting procedure. And just one last thing I want to let you know, and that is it's okay to revise your goals. If you find out you've set it too high and it's really taxing you, bring it down, reset it, and start again. That's perfectly fine. And it's not a failure. It's simply using wisdom. And if it's not challenging enough and you're getting bored with it, well, set it higher. Again, that's not a failure. It's wisdom on your part. Let's see if you can do this. Use that SMART goal procedure. Get smart and raise your hope. Bless you guys.